pro-choice protesters upset over the leaked Supreme Court draft opinion overturning Roe v. Wade march, picket, and protest outside the homes of conservative Supreme Court justices. One of the things I have been most upset about in connection with this has been the people releasing their home addresses, which I think is so dangerous. Now a federal judge whose son was shot and killed by a disgruntled lawyer who showed up on the family's doorstep is speaking out. New Jersey U.S. District Judge Esther Salas is fighting for more privacy protections for federal judges. It's been just shy of 2 years since Judge Salas' son Daniel was killed when he answered the door. The gunman had posed as a FedEx driver and was looking for Judge Salas. She says her son Daniel died trying to protect his parents. Daniel's father, Mark, was standing behind him when the shooter opened fire. Mark was shot 3 times and critically wounded, but survived. By the time Salas raced to the door, the shooter was gone, and her son and husband were bleeding from bullet wounds. She held her son. The gunman was later found with a self-inflicted gunshot wound. He'd kept a detailed dossier of private information on Judge Salas, including where she lived. Since then, Judge Salas has been lobbying lawmakers to pass the Daniel Andel Judicial Security and Privacy Act, which would, quote, shield the personally identifiable information of federal judges and their immediate family who share their residence, including home addresses, social security numbers, contact information, tax records, and other data. Salas's bill made it through the Senate Judiciary Committee late last year, but just stalled on the floor of the Senate today for the second time. Senator Rand Paul has led the opposition, saying that he doesn't want to support it unless it applies to members of Congress as well.
So I think these protections actually are good protections. I agree with the spirit of the bill. I agree with the letter of the bill. But really, it should be judicial folks protected as well as Congress.
I regret that in the goal to protect ourselves, we can't protect others.
Meanwhile, following those demonstrations outside the homes of Chief Justice John Roberts and Justices Brett Kavanaugh, Amy Coney Barrett, and Samuel Alito, the Senate this week passed a bipartisan bill providing round-the-clock security to the immediate family members of the Supreme Court justices. Judge Esther Salas joins us now. Judge, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for taking the time. We really appreciate it.
Good evening, Mr. Abrams. Thank you for having me on.
Now, before I ask you about the bill, what did you think when you saw the protest outside the justices' homes?
You know, obviously, my intention has always been and will always be to focus on the Daniel Andel Judicial Security and Privacy Act. But I think that we have to understand that there is a place for public debate, and I believe that place is in the public forum. Outside residences of judges, I think is ill-advised. And I quite frankly know that, you know, we can look at the ability for individuals to speak their mind. That's what this country's all about. But I think we have to look at the hard realities, and the hard realities are that things are unpredictable. Look at my situation. One would have never guessed that a lawyer, a litigant, would amass such information and plan to assassinate me. I would have never believed that possible before July 19, 2020, but it is possible. And there are a lot of people, unfortunately, that get angry with judges, and we need to protect judges.
Thank you for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.